Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Crafty Sue, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have something that I made that I've had several people ask me multiple times to do a tutorial and show how I make it. I'm not comfortable doing tutorials. I don't know why, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So I decided this was the time. This was the time for me to do this. So I hope it doesn't take too long because it's not a short process. But I think I got everything set to go so that I don't have to be fumbling with a lot of stuff. I got everything pulled out that I need to make this. And I guess we'll just get going. So if any of you who have been following me for a while remember, towards, I don't know, the end of last summer or something like that, I started making octotassels. And people love them. And I have to tell you a little story about it. I've never made a tassel in my life until the one I'm about to show you. And the only reason I made this was because my friend Jovi on my paper crafting community asked me to be part of a tassel a day challenge that she was doing. And I said yes. And I don't know why I said yes, because I didn't know how to make a tassel. So I did a little bit of research on YouTube, and it just wasn't, I don't know. I thought I'd do better on my own. I got an idea in my head, and I wanted to do that idea. So this, I still have the tassel, the first tassel I ever made. Excuse my voice, I'm a little hoarse. So this is the very first tassel I made, and I'm keeping it because it's my first one, and came out really pretty. And this one's all pink and white. So I crocheted the octopus for the top, and then I got a whole big bunch of ribbons and laces and all different kinds of stuff like that to put in there. So I thought, well, I may as well show you how to make one. I sold quite a few of these, quite a few. Haven't in a while, probably because I haven't been showing them, but I love it. I love it, I love it. Still trying to decide if I want to make any to bring to my markets in the fall. I did bring them to the little one I was doing at the hotel, but they didn't sell there, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. So I don't know. I'll see how I feel after making this one, if I feel like making more. All right, so this is what we're going to do today. We're going to make an octotassel. Now, to do the there's lots of stuff you need. I will show you everything you need to make one. And I just want to say to be creative. You don't have to do exactly what I did. I chose to put an octopus at the top. You can put anything. You want to put a turtle, you want to put a stingray or a jellyfish or whatever. You just want to make it small enough to sit at the top of your tassel. So whatever you want. You can put a teddy bear, doesn't matter. I chose this. I'll put a link in the description below to the pattern that I use for this little octopus. And that's it. We'll get started now. So the things that you need, of course, first, whatever you're going to put on the top. So I made a little lavender octopus because that is my creature of choice to put on my tassels. So cute, easy, didn't take me very long to make him. And this is what I'm going to use. So do this first, get this out of the way, because once you're done putting the tassel together, you've got to attach these two things. So you want this finished. So I would do this first, whatever you choose. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Believe me, I didn't know what I was doing, and I just went for it, and I absolutely love my pink tassel. So then you will need ribbon, lace, fabric, whatever you want to make your tassel with. I use lots of stuff. I use ribbon, I use eyelash trim, sometimes I even put yarn in it. Today's I'm not using yarn. I do have eyelash trim in it though. I love lace in it. I love lace in these tassels. Today's is going to be a real mishmash of stuff. It's going to be very colorful, very colorful. So what do I use for trims? Check Dollar Tree. Check Dollar Tree and go through their ribbon section. And if there's anything you like, pick that up. It's perfectly fine for making these and less expensive, because this can get expensive because you need a lot of trim to make the tassel. So I get these, and they got all different kinds of trims, so you get all kinds of different texture. Adds a lot to your tassel. So I love these. You can get these at Michael's. I don't know if they always have all the different color ones, but I just checked their website, and they have like 4 or 5 different, a pastel, a red, white, and blue, a gold, oh, I forget, but they had like 4 or 5 different ones. And you get quite a bit on this. I've used some of this, so you get, I think 50 pieces, yes, 50 pieces, and they're long enough that you can get 2 pieces from one strand of whatever you choose to use. It's long enough to do 2 out of 1. So that's one of the things I use. And then I haven't used this yet. I bought it and I don't know where I got it. I'm thinking Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure. But it's one of these again. And I've got 3 of them in my box. And I'm thinking it was Hobby Lobby, but I'm not positive. I don't remember. It's been a while. But it's called Merchant 41. So you can look for that. And lace, I bought lace at Walmart. And Joann, but we don't have Joann anymore. So, but don't buy really expensive stuff. You don't need it. You don't need it. Buy a little bit inexpensive. Not cheap, but inexpensive. So those are the trims I use. You can use whatever you want. If you want to make it all ribbon, make it all ribbon. If you want to tear pieces of fabric and use pieces of fabric, go for it. It's your tassel. It's your tassel. All right, what else you're going to need? You're going to need some string. This is crochet thread, but string, because we need to tie everything together. You're going to need needles, preferably a nice long needle like this, because we're going to be going through the tassel and through the octopus, and there's lots of little things we need to go through. So you need that. You need scissors, and for mine I chose the top to put some beads and a lobster claw clasp. You don't have to do this. You can put a piece of ribbon, you can put a piece of yarn, you can do whatever you want. This is just what I chose to do. This is what I'm going to be doing today. But that's it. So that's all you need. You need a lot of the trim and ribbon. I don't know exactly how much. I can't tell you exactly. Maybe we can count the pieces as we go. but you want it to be fairly full, fairly full. Don't be afraid to use different things, okay? So I'm gonna have to change my phone around to be able to get down on my desk so you can see what I'm doing. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, here we are on my very messy desk. And these are the pieces that I cut out for the tassel I'm going to make today. And I cut the pieces, I should have measured this before, about 18 inches long. So between 18 and 20, we'll be trimming off quite a bit on the bottom because they're not all going to come out perfectly even. So you just want to have them up anywhere between 18 and 20 inches long. We got our little octopus sitting here. I have my beads and clasp that I'll be using. Here's my needles, and my thread is off to the side, as are my scissors. So I decided, like I said, I decided to go with lots of colors, and I just cut these up. And what I do once I get everything cut up, there's no rhyme or reason to how you have to do this. So I just take them and I put them on a slant like this. And I try not to put the same type. See, we have rickrack here. I don't want to put that two pieces of rickrack together. So I'll just look through this and see what else I want. So just watch the different things I use. I use so many different things. And I think that adds a lot to it. It gives it great texture and makes it interesting. But you want to crisscross your pieces, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason behind any of this. Now I'm hoping to have a little more purple in this than anything else, but I don't know how good I did. I was rushing a bit. So we crisscross these pieces, and if I have duplicate pieces, which I usually do, I put them aside and wait till later to put them in. So see, pretty little piece of lace. I already put that one in. I'm not going to do it again. And just keep crisscrossing them. So this will take a couple of minutes to do this, but it'll be worth it in the end. It will be worth it. Let me see what I got here. Piece of white. I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of white. I was surprised at how little white I had left. The yellow is pretty. I think it's yellow and purple go very nice together. Here's a piece of eyelash trim. And it doesn't matter what you put it next to or what you're going to do. Just start piling all these pieces on here. You'll be surprised at the end how nice they look. So I really like these mishmash ones with all the colors. I love colorful, and I like the sparkly. There's another piece of eyelash trim, purple one. I'm trying to rush because I don't want it to take too long. So see how all of these different types of trims add to it? It just gives it such nice texture. I like that. Pretty lace. And regular ribbon. Just keep crisscrossing. Eyelash trim. I didn't put any yarn in this one. Another piece of lace. And I'm rushing, so I hope it comes out nice. But I usually separate things out a little more than I'm doing right now. Separate out the colors and stuff like that. But this time, I'm not doing that. Just to save time. And I promise you, they come out so cool. They come out so cool. I love them. I forgot to count the pieces. I wonder if any of you did. I think I put that one in the wrong direction. I did. So almost done with what I cut for this. Not pretty. Nice and sparkly too. So you can just do yours 2 colors. A lot of them that I made for people who ordered with them, they wanted all purples. Somebody wanted an all pink one like mine. Someone even ordered an all white one for her daughter's wedding. So yeah, it was fun. Halloween. I had to do Halloween ones in Halloween colors. That was a lot of fun too. Couple little ones to go and we're done. There we go. And the last piece. Alrighty, so now we have all of our ribbons crisscrossed and ready to be tied. So I take a piece of crochet thread, because it's good and strong, and you want something good and strong, and you pass it underneath so you have it on both sides so you're able to tie it. And you want to tie this as tight as possible. And it can be tough because you got a lot of stuff in here. I should get my tweezers to hold this for me, if I can find them. It's been a while. Oh well, I don't know where they are. So I'll just do my best with one hand. Like I said, I don't like doing tutorials, so I hope this is okay. And then I'll flip it over and I'll tie it again on the other side. Tie it good and tight. Don't worry if your ends are not even. We have to cut them at the end to even them out, so just do your best to get this thread or string in as centered as possible. And I apologize if I go out of frame. I can't see when I'm filming, so makes it a little difficult for me. I hope some of you do this. I'd love to see what you choose as the top of your tassel. And when I was finished, I just called mine the Octotassel because I had an octo on top of it. So see, the ends are really crooked because I probably didn't do them all exactly the same. All right, so now we need the needle. the needle. So you're gonna thread your needle one side. You don't need both of them right now. You're gonna leave the other one off to the side so you can find it when you come back down. Oh, this is what one thing. I want to just tie this once more so that it puts it in the center. Can't tie it enough. There's a lot of pieces here. There we go. Okay. So now, whatever you choose to put on there, I go right up through the center of my octopus and right out of the center of its head. And then I put my beads here. And I just put this, I don't even know what this is called. But I put it there just to protect the octopus because I will tend to get it pretty tight on here. So there's 1, 2, 3 beads. Ooh, might be a little tight. Might be a little tight. And then the lobster clasp. And then what I have to do, if you choose to do this, this is what you're going to do as well. Now you have to go back down through the same things. So hopefully I can get through everything here. And come out as close to the center as I can. And you want to go into some of that ribbon below to give it some sturdiness. This is not the easiest thing to do. Well, this needle might not work because it's too big to go back through a second time. My bead is probably too small. The hole in the bead. So let's see if I can get it pulled through with another needle. At least through that part. So see, it's not always perfect. Not always easy. It's just through this first one that I think I'd have a problem with. Let me go back to the big one now. And this will hold everything together nicely. So remember, you need your other piece of string to tie it all together. I want to come back through the center. And it doesn't have to go through the trim because you're going to tie it again. So there we go. Getting there, we just have to tie it up. So I have my 2 pieces of thread on the bottom. And I want to tie them really well. I know I'm going out of frame now, and again, I apologize. And pulling on it tightly tightens my beads at the top, so it's nice and stiff. I didn't want to lose my ends, but of course I did, because I want to tie one more knot in it just to be on the safe side. There we go. And I'll just cut this long piece a bit. Don't need all of it. And it's always fun to see how the colors come out. And look how pretty this is. I love it with all the colors. It's so pretty. And I just comb it with my hand. And get it stuck on my ring. And try to straighten the pieces out as much as possible. Here we go. And like I said, see, the ends are really uneven, and that's natural. So you just want to go and cut it as even as possible. It might still be a little, I noticed my pink one today just was still a little uneven. It's all right. It's not going to make it or break it. And that's it. There's our octotassel. I will show you better when I flip the camera again. But look at how pretty that looks. Oh, I love it. I love it. I did make this one quite chunky, but I like them like that. Okay, we'll clean up our mess. Put our needle back so we don't lose it. And there she is in all her glory. Look at the colors, look at the shine, sparkle, so pretty. And you have all those different textures, which I love. I think it's so pretty like that. So let me turn the camera around again, and we can see how she looks hanging. Be right back. I'm back with the octotassel. So that's how I make my octotassel. It's not very difficult, is it? Little time consuming. You have to get a lot of stuff. You have to get a lot of stuff, and it can add up. So be cautious. Be cautious unless you want to do certain things, you know. It's up to you what you want to do. But this is our girl. Look at the colors in her. You see the sparkle? I love that sparkle. There she is. So what do you think? Did I pass the test of tutorial? I don't know. I don't know. I love her. I love how colorful she is. All right, everybody. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you give it a try. And if you do, send me a picture to my email. I would love to see the tassel you make. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I so appreciate it. And until next time, keep crocheting and tassel making. Bye.